teach you not to sneak in my boxes, yeah.
The box? What the hell do you mean by the box?
This is my box, yes.
This is not a box! What have you done to me?
That's because there's a punishment for you.
You're sick! You're sick, you know that? You fucking whore! Let me out of here!
No. I will give you a liquid spell then, you little shit. A present from the gypsy.
And who the fuck are you supposed to be? Oh, right. Oh, you're insane, dude! Freaking monster!
Are you dying? Oh, that was not supposed to happen. I need someone to help you.
Ah! Shit! Ah! The bloody heck. Hey, you? Holy shit! Not again! Oh. Okay, where am I? Ah, for crying out loud. I'm kind of getting tired of this. Anybody here? Anybody at all? Okay. I don't have anything you can steal, but you can take anything.
Martin? What are you doing here?
Dennis? Is that you?
Martin! What are you doing here?
Okay.
How did you get here?
Oli. Easy. I don't...
So sorry. Sorry.
I just got here myself. And it's getting kind of tiresome.
I'm just a bit on it. It's a box, dude. All of this is a box!
Box?
A box! She told me.
What do I mean by a box?
It's a box! It's a box in my basement! Yeah, you're laughing now.
Yeah, okay. Come here. Let me tell you all about it.
What? You bought a bottle? What the hell? Look,
I was...
people!
Oh!
We're safe!
Oh, Dennis, stop! You know, we come in peace. We just want some help. Just
get out of here!
that way.
No, I want out!
Okay. Just wait. He's a bit crazy, you know. Just please don't shoot me.
If
Us.
you had a Yankee bar, you would get one.
Shut up! We're very nice. Thank you.
Awfully calm about this.
Thank you. Yes. Just continue onto that building and don't insult anybody with a gun.
I don't insult them.
It's a freaking shotgun, you moron. You don't ask him for a Yankee bar.
Oh, shite. So, we come in peace. We come in peace.
We're just gonna go this way, you know.
No.
Okay,
Boys. Put down your weapons. We got people in town. You are always welcome in my town, boys. Always.
Sit tight, people. Hope you sit comfortable.
So, Martin, post-apocalypse.
Yes.
Henceforth referring as PA.
Yes.
Because
post
apocalypse.
Apocalypse. I said it! Damn it! I said it! Post-apocalypse! I keep this out!
Why don't you just get your hat?
Yeah, I'll probably get my informed stuff.
What you might have guessed, we're talking about post-apocalypse today.
Yeah, PA scenarios. You know, actually, I have a small confession to make here. I actually don't know very much about post-apocalypse.
Post-apocalypse.
Yes. I know it's when the world has sort of... civilization have ended.
The genre is based around what would happen to humanity when the world has ended, preferably by a nuclear explosion or zombies.
Civilization has ended, things have gone wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
You know the drill.
And what will happen to humanity? It's the big question. And there are many different kinds of post-apocalypse, actually. There are lots of movies, there are lots of books, there are...
Lots of games.
Lots of games.
For instance, the Fallout game, which this episode is based upon.
Yeah.
But you know, it doesn't have to be Fallout. There's so many possibilities, and with costumes and with it's very different from the traditional fantasy LARP because it's very much more. It's very much.
You use your everyday clothes. Actually, old clothes. It's like getting clothes torn apart and weared down, weathered down.
There's actually if you want to learn how to make really cool PA costumes, you should go to Nuclear Snail's YouTube channel, which link will pop up here.
Especially if you like the Raiders from Fallout or even the Mad Max style, because he does really, really nice apocalypse clothing.
And he has nice videos as well.
Yeah, and has a nice crotch piece also. That bad snake thing.
You have to be... There's something really special in the sense that it's kind of...
It's not fantasy. Let's try to get the difference between post-apocalypse and fantasy. There can be magic in post-apocalypse scenarios. It's not uncommon, but usually there ain't. You don't have mages, you don't have orcs, or yet you can have orcs, or you have mutants maybe instead.
It's a little more futuristic based, but then again it's like everything electronic don't really work that well.
Yeah,
so it's very old school technology.
Also because they kind of forgot how it works, because the one who survived don't know how to maintain all these things.
There's something really special about especially PA, because it's like it has this kind of lonely desert feeling to it a lot of times.
It's also more heavily based on survival.
Yeah.
It's human at its farthest. The normal laws we go and surround ourselves, that system of rules, money, and everything we just know for our daily lives. Internet, for example, doesn't exist. How could you survive without YouTube for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Especially you, Martin. It's putting the human against the edge and getting, in some ways, back in time.
Yeah, but still making the reference to a lot of times PA scenarios is in the future, where in our future where the time we have now is sort of broken down. So there's a lot of broken buildings and a lot of things, a reference to the past somehow. And
if we have to take a real example to the past, it's sort of like the people who lived in Rome after the Roman Empire fell. They didn't know how to reconstruct the viaducts or aqueducts. They didn't know the technology because it simply got forgotten. And it's kind of the same thing at the post-apocalypse. People don't know anymore. And the few people who know, they are actually the people with power. There is no one huge government, but more small tribes. And more loners, because people don't like always rules. So they travel from place to place, try to gather what foodstuff they come. You won't get fresh food. It will probably be nasty, because if you have something that's similar to fresh food, it'll probably be old canned food. We have destroyed Earth. It doesn't have to be that way. It could be just as simple that the system, our government, is broken down. It could be, well, some would probably hate me for saying this, but all the ice cap has melted and the world is one big ocean.
What, like Waterworld?
Probably like Waterworld.
PA LARP scenarios. How would one go around making one of these? Because you sort of need a very different location, like the rest of it. I know you tried together with Michael to build a scenario or set up a PA scenario. And so, what were some of the thoughts that you guys went through?
Firstly, our thoughts about making our scenario was finding the correct setting for the scenario. So we based our apocalypse scenario loosely on a book called The Mad, a Danish book. It was also quite heavily inspired by The Postman and sort of a Mad Max style. What we wanted to achieve, the idea that we had this little city living in a sort of a feudal society, but with modern day terms, because they were going to have rifles. So there will be this big warlord or raider lord on the outskirts of town, and he will come into town and he was going to, well, I'll take your cola because it's fresh. You're going to have the murky water. And then he will drink it.
Well, yeah, but what,
Sorry, got a bit into character there, he could be that he will go in and he will take some guns. He will demand tribute, and those people they have hard time earning their keep, earning food, because maybe in this world, the soil wasn't that good to grow crops anymore. So the yield you get from the crops were very spare, and they had to have domesticated animals was kind of a rarity. So, yeah, we would give them a lot of canned food because you need to supply your players anyway. But it will also, this will be the coinage. It would be the way the system works. The one who have food will be the one who controls the little city.
One can to control them all?
Oh yeah, basically. The noodle suit of awesome. So we had this rebellion group on the other side of town, and trying to convince the town to rise up against this lord, and try to fight back. But there's only one problem. Yeah, they have clubs and they have pitchforks and torches, but the other guys got a cannon and maybe an old tank. And actually, the place we wanted to play this was an military exercise facility
area.
City. The city we actually shot our Fallout plot episode for this. It was supposed to take place in that little city there.
Yeah, because that was actually my next question. How would you go around? How would you make the setting? I mean, where would you place it, like physically?
Well, around the world, there's always some places that are ruins, abandoned structures, and maybe half-abandoned cities, if you're really, really lucky. But especially an abandoned farm, maybe, if you live in a small country like Denmark, because we don't have that much abandoned cities, but we have very isolated cities, but not abandoned cities.
Nearly abandoned cities.
But we have and ruins. We don't have that much. But maybe we can find an old farm, or contact in our case, contact the Danish military and say, "Hey guys,
can we borrow your exercise area for a weekend?"
There's also over at the Sjælland, the biggest island in Denmark. They have another post-apocalypse. It's called Cities of Cities.
Oh yeah, City of Cities.
And it's inside this huge dome. It's a huge dome where the main city is built in, and I think it's only in the nighttime they are able to go outside, because in their scenario, the sun is scorching the planet.
Yeah, so if you go outside in sunlight,
without protection, you will burn to a crisp. That creates another fun and close environment.
How many people would you normally say for a PA scenario, or let's say 1 day scenario? Because I'm thinking it's really good. I think PA is really, really good for special.
In some cases, again, for me, it will depend on your sitting. If you made something based on the road, I will say your fewer the better. So maybe between 20, maybe up to 50, 60 people, but no more, because that world, if you based it around that world, there ain't that many people left. But also, if you use the, again, referring to Fallout, it takes place about 100 years after the bombs fell. So people and their communities are being rebuilt. Then you could go up to 100 and maybe 200 people, where some are raiders, some are citizens in this little city, even maybe make 2 small villages, or even a small village and a small farming thingy.
But you could also go the entire opposite direction and saying that that civilization, of course, has crumbled and everything. So a lot of people are thrown out and now live in slums. So people actually live a lot of people live close, but they live in slum quarters. So so instead of having people who live like in nice buildings, you maybe take containers and make houses after those, or boxes, and people sleep in those for a weekend.
Again, in Denmark, before it's quite some years ago, I don't remember the scenario.
I think System Denmark, isn't it?
Oh yeah, System Denmark. Yeah, they made this little small community of containers, and that was the city. It was really, really cool. I would have loved to have been there.
It seems a bit going over the edge for me somehow.
Well, post-apocalypse, the really main thing you do, it's not like a LARP where you go out and have these huge battle like we have in Conquest of Mithril. We don't line up in like knights in shiny armor and so. The main fight and main conflict of post-apocalypse is, besides surviving, is clearly in your head. It's a
it's the mental thing?
Yeah, it's a mental thing. And also, it's a really political play. Because if I want to be a leader, I have to act like a leader. And I could rule, again, with fear and weapon if I had a weapon. But also, I could just be a really honey mouth and try to talk you all to give me your coke. Because I really need it. I'm not just that good at it. So I'll probably just kill you for it.
Other good places to get locations, I mean, a lot of people can't use the military training exercise ground or
get a ruined building. You could do it in tents.
Well, where could you put up these tents? I mean, it's really hard to get a spot inside a city to do it.
Yeah, but you could also say this is maybe a nomad people who is scavenging across the land. Now I just have this idea what I could think would be really awesome if I had to make a PA. I'll get the players and they will sign up for different groups, maybe Camp A and Camp B, let's just call them that. When the players arrive, they will get a bunch of materials to set up their camp. The only thing they have to bring from home is a sleeping bag. They plan out the first thing they have to do when they come there. They have to decide, okay, who's the leader? They can do it by political vote. I want to be the leader. And they have to plan out their camp, their cities, with defenses, the tents, and so on. And then they get the provisions. And after that, we start the scenario.
But where's the conflict then? I mean,
the conflict can be quite simple, about food.
I was actually thinking a little more simple. I've seen some scenarios use bunkers.
Oh yeah,
the old bunkers.
If you have access to them, then yeah, sure, use them.
If you could get access to, for instance, an old nuclear shelter, that could be really cool to make like a PA scenario that's maybe like, let's take Fallout for instance, inside a vault.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't have to go on outside. It could be inside a vault. And I'm just thinking that a bunker could be really cool opportunity. Because the sound, the smell, the feeling you get in it. There's a
certain smell.
There's a lot of
like dirt.
What is it called? Impressions through your senses. Rule systems in PA.
Rule systems in PA has to be as simple as they can be. If you get shot by a gun, you are badly hurt.
But how do guns work, for instance, in PA?
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot of guns in them.
Some places they use hardball.
Oh, but that hurts.
Oh yeah, that hurts. But in some toy shops you can get a gun to shoot spread pellets.
Oh yeah, the rubber ones. That,
yeah.
Like.
But today I think probably everyone everywhere in some cases uses the Nerf gun. It's easy to modify. It could be a quite good looking weapon. Even it's kind of futuristic in design. But it's a really reliable weapon. It's quite safe to use. And the ammo for it is quite cheap.
And I mean, if there's wind, it's gonna blow the other way.
Yeah, but normally when you have these confrontations, people don't tend to shoot each other that much. They tend to confront each other because that's good roleplay. If you just a sniper, oh, that's someone, boom, and then you shoot him, bang. No roleplay, because now he's dead and you can loot him. Instead of going down, hey you, if you want to cross my bridge, you have to pay up.
It's playing up against people, playing with people. It's a bigger confrontation, making a fuss about it, making it a big deal. Then you include more players, and first of all you include the player you're trying to do something, make a confrontation with, and you include other players who are coming around. And that's actually pretty nice tip just for anything.
Yeah, I actually think that will be all we have to say about post-apocalypse. We hope that you like this little talk about what the genre in general were.
And we would really like to hear what your opinions about PA is, and have you ever tried it, or is there anything we should check out somewhere? You have a scenario running, or maybe some cool pictures from one?
Or even better, a cool video.
Yeah, leave them in the comments below here.
Send them to us, and next time we will make a very, very famous weapon. So, until next time, please don't get eaten by a zombie.
Hello, boys. By the way, boss, why didn't we just kill them? Why? Because Brotherhood of Steel will pay handsome.